PlayStation VR 2 has been on the market for just over a year now, and we've gotten word a few days ago that Sony is selling so few units that they've chosen to pause production of the headset, at least for now. Personally, I can't remember the last time a major console maker admitted such poor sales that they needed to back off on making an accessory. So what's going on here? The original PlayStation VR headset was released for the PS4 on October 13, 2016. Mainstream VR was still very much in its infancy, with the Oculus Rift CV1 having just released a few months earlier. Reception to Sony's first foray into the medium was quite warm, with many reviewers praising its relative affordability and comfort, despite having a lower resolution screen than competitors and having to use the dated PlayStation Move controllers that were originally designed for the PS3 back when everyone was attempting to chase the Wii's magic by implementing their own version of motion controls. It worked well enough for what it was, and provided a novel experience to PS4 users who may not have had a gaming PC and the budget for an Oculus Rift or HTC Vive. Fast forward to 2024 and the VR landscape has evolved dramatically. Countless companies have entered the ring, each bringing their own spin on their respective hardware designs. Big Screen Beyond goes for a more premium, dedicated PC product that is shaped to your face. Valve's now aging but still kicking Index headset offers careful attention to spatial audio, and Meta has money to burn as well, allowing it to heavily subsidize the cost of the headsets to get you into its ecosystem, making the Quest headsets a no-brainer for most people. Most recently, Apple has even thrown its hat into the ring with the Vision Pro, though that is basically a MacBook Pro strapped to your face and chases a much different target customer than the aforementioned headsets. Now, let's take a look comparatively at the PSVR 2. The headset is by all accounts very impressive hardware, and more than a step up from its predecessor in every way. Unfortunately, this means it has a price tag to match, coming in at $550 US. Keep in mind that you need to have a PS5 to use it, so if you don't already own one, add another $500 US, bringing our entrance fee to nearly $1,000. From there, you're limited to a handful of PSVR games that you will need to purchase as well. While there are rumors of future PC compatibility coming down the road, for now, this thing is squarely a PS5 accessory that costs more than the console itself. It's a really tough sell, with VR still being kind of a niche thing right now. Yes, I know that technically tens of millions of headsets are out there, but in the grand scheme of the current gaming landscape, it's still a sliver of total gamers. People who get into VR in 2024 are absolutely going to want to have something that is able to connect to a PC and interface with Steam VR to open up the amount of software they can use to the greatest extent. The arguments against PSVR 2 right now are very similar to arguments against the PS5 console itself, mainly in that despite having excellent hardware, there is a lack of software for most people to justify pulling the trigger, at least right now. Even myself, a pretty large game collector with just about every console you can imagine, and a PS5 included in that, and am into the idea of VR and own a Quest headset, I can't justify buying a PSVR 2 for my collection. My advice to Sony would be to stop worrying about hardware iterations like the now constantly rumored PS5 Pro, and focus on making solid, worthwhile gaming experiences for the hardware you currently have. As always, I'd love to know what you think. Are you interested in PSVR 2? Do you own one already? Are you waiting for PC compatibility? Let me know in the comments down below. Please consider subscribing to my channel, it would mean a lot to me. Until next time, thanks for watching.